Hey everyone, it's Lucy from KBeautyHobbit.com. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. It's time for another fails and faves video. In these videos, I give you quick reviews for different products that either really impressed me or really left me disappointed during the last month, 2 months, 3 months. It just depends. I film these when I have enough content to talk about, and I kind of take little notes as I go on with my daily routines, makeup, whatever, on what's going to be in my next fails and faves. And once I have enough products to talk about, I film these. Without further ado, let's start with the biggest fail, and this was so horrible, honestly. This is the Shy Moment Eye Lifting Roller Serum. It looks so nice. The reason that I bought it is because I wanted to try an eye product with a built-in roller. You can see it's really cool. Actually, the packaging is fantastic on this because to dispense the product, you press on this, and once you push enough on here, some of the product comes out here, and then you apply it to your eyes and kind of massage and depuff. It has a lot of different marketing claims. I often preach patch testing, trying things before you fully commit to using them, trying them on a little piece of skin, reading the ingredients to review for potential known irritants that are your individual known irritants. Did I do any of that for this product? No, I didn't. I have been kind of blessed with skin that's reactive in terms of if I scratch it, poke at it, whatever, it turns red, but it's not sensitive. So I very rarely have reactions to skincare ingredients. Well, this guy, I went in straight in. I did my evening washing thing. I think I put some toner on, and then I thought, oh, I'll do this and then a moisturizer. No, don't do that. Do you know what's in this? I didn't know this had menthol in it, and it does. So imagine me just going about my evening, doing my skincare routine, watching YouTube like I do usually when I do my evening routine, and I put it on one eye, and before I even got to the second eye, I thought, uh-oh, my eye kind of started to get a little watery. And if you think about Vicks Vapor Rub, if you ever use that, and the fumes that it gets, and you can like almost feel the weird vapors with your eyeballs, it's like putting Vicks Vapor Rub directly under your eye. It is not great. The brand says that you can use it on the nasolabial folds. I haven't been brave to try it again since then. I had to completely wash my eyes, wash my face. It was terrible. Thankfully, I didn't have any lasting effects from this. So as soon as I washed everything off, within like maybe half an hour or so, I didn't have any more symptoms. Nothing was irritated, red, whatever. Next morning, everything was fine. But I wonder whose amazing bright idea it was to put menthol in an eye product. Why is that needed there? Is that for the depuffing? I mean, I feel like there's probably a gentler way to do that. So 0 out of 10, do not recommend. Have no idea what to do with this, simply because, obviously for hygienic reasons, I already rolled it all over my eye, but also, whom do I dislike enough to bestow this menthol Vicks Vapor Rub thing on them? I don't know. Maybe I'll save it for like an arch nemesis if I ever get one. Maybe that's the way to use it up, but 0 out of 10, don't do it. I do have a couple makeup favorites and a fail also, but this is one of the favorites. This is the Javin de Seoul. I'm probably not pronouncing it right. I'm sorry. I will put a list of everything in the description box with the correct spelling, and then you can tell me how to pronounce it, okay? But it's the Hugging Skin Tint. I'm actually wearing it right now. This is what it looks like. You're supposed to shake it and then dispense it. It has a little nozzle. There are a couple things I don't love about it. The thing number one I don't love about it is if you shake it and then open the lid, you will have some product around the nozzle. It's almost like this lid doesn't completely seal off the nozzle tip when it's on. For that reason, I would never have this as a purse product. I don't reapply skin foundations, tints, whatever, on the go anyway, but if I were to travel with this, I don't know, I would make sure that it's upright, maybe put in a Ziploc bag. I've never had anything spill out of there, but again, I don't carry it around, so I'm not sure how tight this is. And then 2, I really feel like you should be using this with a primer under it, because I have used it a couple of times without a primer, just during the weekday, just to give my skin a little bit of a boost. And unfortunately, it ended up settling into my nose pores by the end of the day. However, with a primer on, right now I have my morning skincare routine, which is like a Medicube pore pad, a vitamin C skin food sunscreen. Then I did Touch and Soul primer, the one that's for oily skin. I love it. And then this. And then I have makeup on top of that. Like I have a little bit of blush, bronzer, highlighter, eyebrows, whatever. But this went on so nice, and I only did it strategically just around this area because that's where I have the most kind of freckles, discoloration, whatever. A little bit on here. I try to not put a lot of makeup on my forehead. I have a couple get ready with me makeup videos. I'm not a makeup pro, but I've just noticed that the more stuff I put on my forehead, the more prominent my forehead lines are, the more powder I have to then put on there to make sure that it doesn't get shiny, etc. So I kind of do less is more. For me, the biggest thing that I want to kind of project is an even-ish skin tone that's kind of youthful. And if there are some imperfections that are still visible, like some spots, wrinkles, maybe pigmentation, whatever, I'm okay with that. I would rather have that than have really heavy makeup trying to hide it. And it's not because I'm against heavy makeup, it's because I personally am just not very good at it. So I can't do full coverage foundation and have it look like I didn't fall face first into a can of wall primer. Okay, I can't do it. I don't have the skill. So for me, I'd rather have some visible imperfections left, but have an overall appearance that's better than my normal skin than to try and hide every little thing. And for that, this is great. It's very liquidy. It's very easy to spread. I've used my fingers before. Today I used a little like beauty blender type sponge, not exactly that brand, but you know, that similar feeling. It's really nice. I think this will last me for a long time. It's a big bottle. It's 55 grams. And because of how liquid it is, I only need one squeeze of it on the sponge to cover what I need to cover. Again, not a makeup pro, but for me, this is really nice. This is a fave, and it's an unexpected fave. By Wishand Green Tea and Enzyme Milky Foaming Wash. They did have, and still have, the powder enzyme wash, which is fine, but I don't love doing the powder in my hand, mixing it with water or whatever. And I feel like that one, if I use it all the time, eventually it becomes a little bit drying for my skin. This one is the liquid version of an enzyme wash, and it's milky. It's so good. It doesn't irritate my eyes. Your experience might be different, so obviously try it for yourself. My only complaint is I want a bigger bottle because I use about 1 to 2 pumps to do the whole face and neck after oil cleansing, and I haven't had this for that long. I mean, I've had it long enough to use up half a bottle. I have a review on it because I really like it, but I wish there were more, especially for the price, but I guess we'll take what we can get. I love the pump dispenser. Very good cleanser, gentle, thorough, doesn't irritate anything. Highly recommend. This one is a fail, but just like all the fails, it might be my personal problem. I've been wanting to try this product for years. This has been around since probably before I started my blog. My blog just turned 6 years old last week. This is a Tude Dear Darling Water Tint, and this is a very popular product. I've seen this all over and I kept meaning to try it. Finally got it. It is what it sounds. It's water. It's like water. It's red water that you put on your lips. And here's the issue. My lips are definitely not perfect. Right now I'm wearing a Romand, one of the Romand glosses. I love that brand. But you can see even with that, if you look closely, I have some drier areas on my lips. I do try to take care of them. Honestly, it just kind of becomes not a priority sometimes because the dryness doesn't bother me. They don't crack or split. Typically, I don't let them get to that point. So I'm not as diligent about taking care of my lips as I am about the rest of my skin. And this product is just strange. When I apply it, it never looks even, ever. It looks patchy. It's weird. I can never get that gradient look that everybody likes. It highlights all the dry areas, and honestly the application of this is also just strange. It's literally like putting red water on your lips. I don't know. I feel like I'm just not the target audience for this. Maybe just something wrong with me or my lips, or I don't know, maybe I'm expecting too much. I do think it would probably be a good base and then maybe put some kind of other lip product on it. I don't know, but then that just sounds like work. There are some lip products that I really like that are a one-step thing that work for me, really not that fancy. So I don't know, I'm a little disappointed in this. I'm glad I tried it and I don't have to wonder about it anymore, but I wouldn't get it again. I'm not really sure what to do with the one I have. It's very deep red. I would offer it to my daughter, but she's young still, and this is really red. Even though it's watery, it's a very deep red color. I think she's going to look a little ridiculous with that, to be honest, at her ripe age of 10. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen to it. If you have some tips on how to use it or how I'm supposed to use it, maybe I'm not doing it right, let me know. This guy is a fave, and I hope we get more products like that because it's the first one that I've ever had and I've seen. This is by Wishand Vitamin A Amazing Bakuchiol Body Lotion. It's their new release. I love, 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 love the Vitamin A Amazing eye or face cream. It's a face cream, but I use it around the eyes. It has retinol in it, and this one is the body version. It's a thinner consistency than the eye cream, much bigger bottle, obviously. I don't know how to tell how much I have left. This is completely sealed off, nothing is see-through, so one day I will go to pump it and it'll just be out. It's nice for the body. I will say that for me it's an evening product, and not just because it has a retinol in it. Retinoids should only be used in the evening, they degrade in the sunlight, but regardless of that, this is kind of a tackier product as far as texture. By morning, none of that is left, but at night when I put it on for quite some time, it's a little sticky to the touch, and I can still feel it on my skin in the morning. Like, I feel that my skin is moisturized, that there's lotion on it, but it's not like it is right after application. So in the morning, I actually like that feeling. It feels like you have nice body cream on, and it's not sticky, it doesn't stick to my clothes, it doesn't collect lint or anything like that. But I would not want that feeling, the initial feeling that I get after application. I would not want that during the day. But other than that, it's a nice product. I can't talk of long-term results yet because it's a very new release. I did have a review. The brand had a very tight deadline for reviews for this, and I'm always very honest. I can tell you about the texture and the overall concept, and if I like the scent and the packaging, etc. I can talk about long-term results when I've only had something for 2 weeks like this. I can talk about results from a face wash after a week probably, but things like this that have actives, they take longer. So a little PSA, beware of reviews you see online that claim every product is life-changing, especially new releases. Sometimes we do get new releases really far in advance. That does happen, but not always. Okay, so anyway, I think this is worth a try, and I hope that this is like the beginning of a new era for body care for us, because by Wishand, I'm from the family of brands. They do have some body products. They have a nice line of body washes and body lotions, but I want to see more. I want body serums, I want ampules, I want better exfoliators, etc, etc. Our faces get so much, and my body usually just gets whatever didn't work on my face, to be completely honest. So, but I think this is worth a try, and I hope it's like a step in the right direction in terms of body care as a whole. This guy is a fail. I know this is really viral product. Is it tempting to tell you how amazing it is and have you go buy it? Honestly, no, but I can see how some people might do that. I think it would be easy to hype it up because it's already hyped up. Most people have seen this. This is the VT Cica Reedle Shot 100. They do make the 300 version, the 700 version. This is supposed to be a tightening, lifting, pigmentation, whatever, soothing also, ampule, serum, whatever you want to call it. The brand says to use it after cleansing at the first step of daily skincare. The Reedle Shot formula refines rough skin and dead skin cells to make natural smooth skin. What do they mean by Reedle Shot? This has what is commonly known in the Kbeauty world as spicule. It's like a mineral-based little thing that almost looks like a microneedle. That's what the marketing has been all about. This is an alternative to microneedling. This is microneedling in a bottle. It does sting a fair bit when you apply it, and the more you rub it, typically I'm very gentle with my skin when I apply products, but I still apply them like this. I kind of rub, not hard, and then maybe pat, but mostly I apply it like this, just kind of rub gently. With this, when you do that, it stings like crazy. It really feels like you're kind of taking a roller of needles on your face. It's not as intense, but it's not pleasant. It's not a great feeling. I could put up with that feeling for fantastic results. But because it's kind of unpleasant to use, I started using it because I meant to review it, and then I wasn't reaching for it very much because, I don't know, I just don't love that feeling. And then Dr. Dre released her video about it, and I'd recommend that you go find it. Just search Dr. Dre Reedle Shot, it'll pop right up. She's a dermatologist. A lot of you probably already know who she is. I love her content, very educational, and she's always honest. She's not afraid to upset a brand. She will say something is crap. If it's crap, she'll say if it's good. So I trust her opinions, but she pointed out how there's just not enough research. It's not clear what happens to those spicules after you apply it. Do they just pile up in your skin, and what can that do over time? So that's kind of the gist of her concern and why she's not using the product. And honestly, she's not into fear-mongering, and I'm not easily fear-mongered, but that combined with the fact that it's just unpleasant to use, and there are other products with niacinamide and Cica and all these other things that I have, I just felt like it wasn't worth the risk for me. So I'm out. I'm not using this. You do whatever you want. The purpose of this video is not to scare you, but it's just to tell you why I'm not using it and why for me it's a fail. I think their marketing is very, very hyped up. I think their social media efforts have been great, but I can't get behind this product for reasons of unpleasant application and this we're not sure what happens to the spicule after we apply it. A big makeup win from a person who doesn't do makeup very well. This is the Unleashia Glitterpedia. This is a second color that I have. I already have one of their colors that I didn't get to pick. It was just sent as PR. This one I got to pick. I love these palettes. These palettes, my other one too, but this one's my newest one. I'm wearing it today actually. But these palettes have a combination of textures and finishes in them. So they have some more traditional matte and some glittery shadows like this one, that one, this one. And they have these almost like a putty, like a cream shadows this with glitter. And you can very easily apply these with your fingers. In fact, I do recommend applying glittery ones with your fingers because a brush tends to pick up too much product and then it's kind of a mess and I have to spread it around with my fingers anyway. But I love these colors. Finally, we have some cool tones in Kbeauty. Most of them tend to be lavender. That probably is trendy right now because I see a lot of palettes with that color category from Kbeauty, but I love it. I'm typically not a pink girl, but this is awesome. Keep in mind, again, I'm not good at makeup, but I love it. That's all I use today on my eyes. I have VDL eyeshadow primer and then the different colors from the palette, and then I have mascara on. But it's so good and it's so easy to use. And some mornings, if I don't even feel like reaching for a brush, I will only do the glittery things. They're super low effort, they're very difficult to mess up, and they look a little bit better than my regular no makeup face, so I'll keep using that. Love it. This is a fail and it makes me so sad because I'm from fangirl. I love the honey mask, I love the fig mask, I love the mugwort mask, I love the hug mask, which is a blend of fig and honey. I don't like this one. This is I'm from Mandarin honey mask. I'm sorry, I'm from, but this one it fell short. And I know this is picky. Okay, I know it's picky. I don't know what I would have thought if this was the first time from mask that I had tried. Maybe I would have loved it. But because I have the honey mask and the hug mask and the fig mask to compare this to, I'm just not impressed. It smells, first of all, like cheap dish soap, and I don't know. It does not smell like mandarin. It does not smell like honey. It smells yucky. And the overall color look of this is very unappealing. The honey mask is a golden, beautiful honey color. The fig mask is a beautiful kind of purpley hue. The hug mask is a honey color with some inclusions like the fig mask has. This one is like a contaminated honey brown. I don't know, guys. It's just not, it's not great. And I honestly don't know what it's doing for my skin. It's a wash-off mask, but when I wash off the honey mask, I can feel a little bit of almost like a barrier formed on my skin. I love that feeling. Not everybody does. After the fig mask, my skin has a bit of that feeling too, but it's very nicely exfoliated. The hug mask, exfoliation immediately feels softer, smoother, but not dry. After this, it just feels like it did before. I'm really not sure what it's doing. I know sometimes the citrus masks can be brightening, etc., but that's unlikely to be achieved in a wash-off product after 10 to 20 minutes. But I'm not noticing results. Maybe it's a little bit of nourishment. I don't know. And I'm from products in general, they're not the cheapest on the market. And I think most of them are well worth it. I am happy to pay that price. I do get PR from them now, but I didn't used to. And way before I had my blog, I was buying from them. That was my favorite Black Friday destination, and it still is. But this one, I don't know that I wouldn't pay the price that I'm from charges for these. I'm disappointed in this. This is not something that I would purchase. I'll use it up, sure, why not? But I think the honey mask, the mugwort mask, the fig mask, the hug mask, that's where it's at. This one just falls short. I have a couple faves left and then we're done. This one is a huge fave, huge fave. Lador ACV Vinegar Treatment. It doesn't sound that appealing because who wants vinegar? But aside from all the benefits that vinegar might have for you, it doesn't smell like vinegar. I would never ever know it has vinegar in it if I didn't read the description. It has the best, most luxurious scent. And in general, Lador is where it's at for Kbeauty hair care. It's a fantastic brand. It smells like really, really fancy bougie products like Oribe. I'm probably not even pronouncing it right. I had like one product from them one time. I'm not that affluent to purchase those things, but this smells amazing. I apply it from the ear level down as conditioner after washing. Makes my hair really soft and manageable without weighing it down. It's not greasy or anything. I don't have that much hair and I don't want it weighed down. I don't want it looking dirty. So this is great. I should have gotten a bigger version of it. They have a big one. I'm getting that next time. They also have a shampoo that I haven't tried. But this is just a great conditioner slash treatment. I'll put a review in the description box. You can read all about the benefits and marketing claims, etc., etc. But just trust me, it's very good. If you're in need of a conditioner or like a hair treatment, this is it. Last but not least, a new to me brand and a new brand in general. It's called VV Better. That's how you pronounce it. I checked with them. I got this as PR. I'm very happy to try it. This is the VV Better Gentle Deep Cleansing Oil with sunflower seed, jojoba seed, and squalane. First of all, look at this gorgeous packaging. It's so pretty, and I know the video doesn't do justice because you can see me through it. You can see my like black walls, which is something my husband picked. Well, they're really dark blue, but whatever. It's an eyesore for most people. But this is beautiful. It is slightly thicker than a lot of the cleansing oils, which is a good thing. It doesn't run down to your elbows or anything when using. It doesn't irritate my eyes. I've actually used this many times now, and not a lot of it is gone just because I only need one pump. Because it's kind of thicker, it spreads really well on the face, but I find that I don't need as much of it, as many pumps, as I would with more liquidy oils. I don't notice a scent. Doesn't bother my eyes. It's great overall. I hope that more people find out about this brand. I hope that some of you try it. They do make some really interesting things. I got a couple things from them as PR. This is not sponsored, but they did gift it to me. This one is the one I was most excited about, and I think it's their bestseller, if I remember right. So it's really good. Quite worth a try. VV Better. That is all I have for you today. These are the fails and faves from the last several months. Please feel free to share yours or any thoughts you have on these particular products in the comments. I love hearing from you. I try to respond to every comment as long as it's not a hate comment, although I sometimes respond to those as well. You can find me on Instagram at KBeautyHobbit, my blog KBeautyHobbit.com, and in my private Facebook group, Korean Beauty Fanatics. We have 94, almost 95,000 members in there now. It's kind of crazy, but the group turned 6 years old. The blog turned 6 years old last month. It's like my middle child. It was born right between my kids. So thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you in my next video, and until then, please remember to always listen to your skin. Thank you so much. Bye.